What up? It's your boy Marko Mico. We're playing a little 2K today. We're gonna be grinding these my player account up with the Bucks. Playing with your boy Giannis. Let's be honest, he's really easy to play with. So, all right, that's what we're doing today. So, thank you for coming to hang out with your boy, and maybe go and drink some mocha lattes. Okay. Cool. We'll see you in a sec. Alright, let's jump into this thing here. You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta jump, sometimes you gotta hop, sometimes you gotta skip, sometimes you gotta blip, you know. Any of the above. Do I have any skill points? Nope, spent them all. Welcome. If you didn't know, it's your boy Marko Mico, and yes, I have elite sniping skills, okay? I'll teach people how to line up the shot, what you gotta do. Get that dude in your field of view, okay? You adjust your scope. Get the perfect measurement, and then you go. Line that bad boy up and my gun special has attachments. They make a lot of a noise, okay? It does a little bit of a it just shoots one shot at a time, okay? That's for effect. And boy, it scares the crap out of, you know, a lot of things like squirrels. I've even seen leaves on trees start shaking, you know, it's intimidating. And I understand that, so that's the deal. I wonder, maybe we should just take a second here, because I want to show you. We'll do like what's called a market check. Alright. Let me get it straightened out here. Let's get this straightened out real quick so you can see what I'm doing. Oh, it's not gonna do it. If I tell it to do this one. Oh, well, this sucks, doesn't it? What the flip? That's what it should be. Oh, kid. I can't even show you this. This is so dumb. Alright. Well, never mind. I was going to show you market futures, but very annoyingly, can't do that. Wait, let me see if I can just set up a scene for that. Nobody's watching right now anyway, doesn't matter. Add new scene. We want window capture. Display capture. We want display capture. Display cap. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Okay, so anyway, I'll just get back to the match here. Hedgeable event tomorrow. Going to find out what the Fed is going to say. Had some earnings today. I think Apple might be tomorrow. Let's double check that. Today is the 26th. Let's look up Apple. It's the 28th, so that is not tomorrow. Okay. Alright, anyway, let's get back to this.
Let's get everyone over here and get started.
Yeah, hedgeable event tomorrow. With the Fed, and then immediately after that we have the Apple earnings coming, which could be quite the bullish thing. Also, it could be quite bearish. We'll just see what happens. I was set up with some pretty sweet hard iron condors for this week. Some really good spreads for widths. The problem though, however, my error, I'm currently only hedged to the downside, not hedged to the upside, and so far the market is up 0.76% after close, which means it's potential for 1.5 or so open tomorrow, which is gonna have me feeling a little bit uncomfortable. Okay? Not ideal. I don't actually know when the Fed is doing its thing tomorrow, but it's very common for it to be very, very bullish at the open and hold its strength, and then at some point start to decline. And you've seen days in the past where we've gone, you know, from +1 to -2% intraday. So it is a volatile environment, so I'm hoping it just doesn't open up so aggressively high That way I would be able to set up a position to hedge. If it opens up really high, I'm just gonna have to sit uncomfortable for a while and figure out what I want to do. Do I want to pull it off for a loss, or do I want to hold it and wait for the volatility?
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
For the volatility event to pop off, because people will hedge, and when the hedging starts for the algorithms, it usually causes a dip and SPY. Doesn't always work that way, but that's usual behavior. I'm really hoping it can end up in my favor by tomorrow. So I'd like to make a couple grand here this week and open up my futures account again, because to me that is the most efficient way to trade is in the futures. You know, you can open up an AMP account, and it doesn't require a lot of capital up front, right? You can open up an account with a very small amount, like $200 or $300, and you can trade S&P 500 minis, right? It's $5 a contract to open those up. And every time S&P, the ES ticker for futures, every time that crosses $1, you earn 5, right? So you could really scale up in those things, you know. You can get 20, if you cross $20, you can get, that's $100 for the day, right? That's just on one lot. If you had 2 lots, that's $200. Most people, you earn $200 a day for 5 days out the week, you're doing pretty good. And you learn how to do that. You could do that in the first, in about the first 30 minutes of the market being open. It's usually the most volatile. You get a lot of up and down swings. And in the futures world, when it crosses $1, we call those handles. So if it's at like it starts at the open at 1,000, right? 1000. You buy 2 lots. It goes up to 1005. Okay, that's 5 handles that went up. You had 2 lots, so you went up 10 handles. So just like that, you're up $100. No, $50. Sorry, $50. Just like that. And that's S&P futures. The NASDAQ futures can be even more lucrative, but you gotta be careful though, okay? So if you're on the wrong side of the trade, you can get whacked. NASDAQ futures, I'm really distracted here, sorry. I'm supposed to be doing these drills. NASDAQ futures, can cross those handles like
Let's get everyone over
really
and get
fast.
started.
Okay,
That's what we're gonna do.
especially when it's volatile. You could see a 100 handle move in 5-minute candle. And if you were on the wrong side of that trade, you could have blew up your account. But if you're on the right side, you could have doubled your account. And I think those, I might be wrong on this, but those are also $5 for every handle, so futures, if you can learn how to trade, or learn some sort of system that works for you, and I'm sorry, but it's not something that you're going to be able to do in 5 minutes. You have to take time. Me personally, I like to use moving averages a lot. I use moving averages and RSI, the relative strength index. Now, the problem with those tools is not like you can just put it on and it explains everything for you. I'd have to pull up a chart to show you what I'm talking about, but you'd have to use multiple time frames, because a 5-minute chart could tell you one thing, and it looks like it's going to make a move in a different direction, up or down, whatever you thought it was. Then you zoom out and look at a different time frame, like the 1 hour, and you realize that no, it is not about to do what you thought it was. It's going to continue that trend. So, trading is, ideally you'd like to know somebody who can hold your hand through it until you start to figure out what's going on. But dude, once you got it, it's so efficient for making money. I'm talking about, your first 30 minutes in the market, you could clean up with 200, 500, 1,000, 5,000, whatever your cap, whatever your risk. How am I trying to say this? Whatever risk you're comfortable assuming, okay? The greater amount of risk, the greater amount of money that you'll be able to make.
Work. Here's what we're gonna do.
You can't, like, say you had $500 to invest, you can't go all in when you start off trading, because you might be thinking, man, I'm gonna take this 500 and turn it into 2,000 in a day, and guess what, you really could do that, but especially when you're new, as soon as you put that position on, you are now constantly thinking about it taking a loss, and to the point where it causes you where you're not able to think clearly and make good judgment. Right? You could see a trade and have it set up and have a really, really, really good idea about what's about to happen in the move. You take the trade, and if you're in too much, you won't be able to sit through it. As soon as it starts to wiggle in the wrong direction, you get squeezed out, and then you end up taking a loss, only to find out, if you just held your position, you were right the whole time, right? So it's not easy to go in with your whole account. It's recommended that you just start off with a small amount, and once you get comfortable and you get consistent, then you can just lever it up. If you had $500, you could get trading options. You could pretty easily, collect like 20 to 30% a day once you learn how to play the game. Okay, I'm not telling you to take your life savings and try your hand at it. It's not easy. You need someone to hold your hand, someone to teach you about how the market moves, and once you got it, then you can take what you've learned from them and apply your own things and figure out your own way, your own technique. Alright, let's get into this. How you doing, by the way? It's your boy Marko and Mico.
A lot of people don't select Tim Duncan. I think for how great he is, I was just about to say he's underrated.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So just
Here talking stocks.
welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball. GA, it's all yours.
I guess I did set up the scene. I could show you real quick.
Halliburton is accustomed to winning.
Let's just look at it real quick. I had it open. Here we go. So here's the futures right now, and right here US 500. That's the S&P 500. It's currently up 0.73% on the night. That's a pretty healthy move. It hasn't really come down at all. So unfortunately for me, I'm probably gonna have to wake up and make some good sound decisions because I'm currently not hedged to the upside, which is
Well, DA, clearly he wants to
really
make his
foolish.
mark.
I don't
Thanks
know
for that
why.
report. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup.
I know why I
Got
was
Hield.
distracted.
Taylor is out there with Myers.
I have some really
Turner.
good positions
Then
set
there's
up, but I'm
Tyrese
not
Halliburton.
hedged for
And it's Warren in at the small
strong
forward.
move to the upside.
And for the Bucks, should be.
So hopefully,
execution
with any luck on my side,
Yeah, and
the market
that
will not
requires
open
ball
up
movement, player movement.
over
You can't
1%
just stand
tomorrow,
around and
and I can
watch
be-
one guy
I
go
can
to
be
work.
relieved.
Looking at who's out there now
Not
for the
have to
Bucks.
stress. Oh,
Pat Connaughton comes in for Grayson Allen.
all right, let's get in the game.
Jay subbed in for
get
Drew
in the game
Holiday.
here.
Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for Indiana.
Good intelligent basketball on the part of Turner there. Assists
Ah,
like that
go, I
will
got
make
you.
the defense think twice about how they're going to
Right,
defend him.
right, big man. I'd like to see it done, but that's all
I
right.
think he was surprised to find himself that
I'd
wide
like to
open.
see you yak 'em.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
If he turned to the weak side, I was going to strip that ball.
Outside Warren to the
Uh-oh.
inside.
What?
Oh,
Connaughton.
and that one is hammered home.
You didn't see
Well,
that, bro?
Brogdon, I see you, young fella. Really enjoyable to watch this guy get up and throw it down with power because he doesn't do that often.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King.
That man is just automatic.
Well,
You
he
know?
is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense
Unless
today.
he's
You can
standing
bank
like in
on
the
that.
post and he's trying to
To the paint. Here's Hield.
shoot it against somebody
Shooting
who's
foul
equally
as the
sized, you
whistle
know,
blows.
got
He'll
some
shoot
pretty
2
good
free
D.
throws.
Then he'll get contested and
It
he'll
goes
miss.
on Chris
The
Middleton.
problem with that is it
We
just
all know he'll
messes up
shoot,
my
but
assists.
For him to get better, he's
He
got to
usually,
keep
because he's
adding
so
different
fast and he's so
dimensions
quick,
to his game.
will miss
Some
the
changes
shot,
here for the
jump
Bucks.
up, get the
Serge
rebound,
Ibaka
shoot
checked
again,
in
miss
for
the shot,
Portis.
jump up,
And
get the
comes in
rebound,
for
and just put it
Antetokounmpo.
back.
And it's
Because of
Carter
his
in
speed
for
and his
Chris
quickness,
Middleton.
the defender
The
can't
Pacers
hang on him.
also changing it up. Smith checked in for T.J. Warren, and it's Kemba Walker in for Halliburton. Both free throws
So,
good from
You
Hield.
know,
Already a very confident
how
player.
we do
Knocking
it.
down those free
We
throws
got
only
Serge.
fuels that.
why is Giannis out already?
Jay guarded by Walker,
Dealing with these
and
fruitcakes
Connaughton
here.
has it in the corner. Nance, and he
Okay,
drops in the layup
okay,
off
Nancy.
Yeah, this league is in good shape when you talk about
Nancy?
guys like Nance. The consummate role player does everything.
Wait a minute, what happened to my music? It's there. Okay, it's there.
That's asked of him.
Outside, Walker.
Okay. Okay. Oh, what?
It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Boy, the
is
heart
this?
of Walker, that competitive spirit, he's never afraid to
Serge,
go
bro,
inside.
what
and
are you doing?
He's got a lot of different ways he can score in there.
Jay, the pass to
Oh,
Ibaka.
I should have just took it.
Shoots over Walker. Ibaka, no luck.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah,
It is on
nothing
hard,
major,
so
not
you
a
know
huge
they won't make every
advantage,
shot.
but certainly a good
Especially
sign
if
for
you're not a
them
superstar.
going forward.
But when he's against like a little dude like that,
Outside,
just back
Walker.
him up. Just back him
This
down
one
and
for
oh,
three.
okay, good shot.
Buries the long-range jumper.
I
Walker's
was
got
trying to roll and
5
catch him
points
on
so
the
far.
inside.
I think you've always got to have a
Oh,
hand
crap.
up on Walker. Very capable at knocking down the three ball.
Offense, the
sound
order of the
so
day
low.
is the first quarter. And now we hear from Giannis.
Yeah,
spelling out
hopefully
his
we'll be able to make
key
a couple
to
grand
staying
this week,
confident.
and then I can open up my futures account.
Yes, I'm gonna tell you the secret. Get off social media. That's it. Just
Fund it
spend
with a
time with
couple
your
grand.
Good way to do it.
Then I
Tuning
might
out
make
distractions.
Some
that makes
pretty
sense.
good money.
And it can be harder than
Every
ever
day.
nowadays. Engaging with fans and the media can be a positive, but you gotta focus on what matters most.
And if you're just joining us,
Bro.
we've played through one quarter in this one. And a moment now to look at the scoring
I had
approach
him.
in terms
You
of
could've picked your
where the
dude
points
back
are
up.
coming from here for Indiana.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot around because they've been fantastic from long range
You
so
got
far,
Nancy?
fellas.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and
Got some
getting a
OC
lot of
business
their
going
points
on. I gotta shoot
in
a
the
shot or
paint.
something.
Really like the balance they've shown.
On the court right now for the Pacers, we've got Miles Turner, Brogdon out there with Kemba Walker, Clint Smith,
Oh,
and it's
boy.
Duarte in at the 3.
And that's just a great individual play right through the teeth of the defense.
Jay, the pass to Ibaka.
So difficult to defend Ibaka inside the length, the improved strength, and he's one of those bigs who doesn't mind going
Giannis wouldn't
to
care.
the
He'd
line.
just go up.
Milwaukee.
And if he's got 2 steps on the defender, he's just going to score. It doesn't matter if you throw it to him half court. It just doesn't matter where. His acceleration is just, it's hard to compete with.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out. Jay's checked in for Drew Holiday.
Still a
Here in
relatively
this third
low
quarter, just over a minute play.
tier player,
So
this
with
point
Holiday
guard
sitting
here.
on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's
I
lineup.
haven't got him to starting
Giannis
yet.
and Portis, the lengthy post pair for him.
Okay, big boy.
Jay
Let's
out there
go,
with Allen,
Giannis.
and it's Middleton in at the small forward position.
Giannis continues to expand his offensive arsenal, and with that,
You could do
his
things like
confidence and
change
ability
it
can
to
actually
10-minute
take over
quarters
more.
and stuff, and then I could start putting up numbers. And
Healed the pass to Warren. Gets it to go
thing
from
is, that's
beyond the
a
arc.
really long game. You know,
Warren's got the lead up to 12 now for the Pacers.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys
It'll
who
take
can do
forever to play
something
through
with
the
it.
season.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Brogdon, he's checked in for Taylor.
Pacers substitution.
At the elbow, it's Antetokounmpo. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And it's sent back by Turner. Halliburton in the corner.
Oh, you blocked?
Middleton against Healed.
Give me that.
To the middle.
Oh.
Here's Halliburton. And Halliburton slams it in.
My
Hey,
bad, bro.
whatever adjustments they
Sorry.
made at halftime, they
That
are
was me.
working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet. It really was a bitter end to the 2018 playoffs for Miles Turner. Fouled out in a first-round Game 7 loss against LeBron and the Cavs. Unhappy with how things ended, Turner turned to a new passion.
And the Bucks with some changes. Serge
some
Ibaka,
what?
he's checked in for Portis.
He did.
And George Hills subbed in for Chris Middleton. Brogdon the pass to Duarte.
Playing very well this game. That's kind of fun.
Back to Brogdon. Lock
Really
at
got
6.
that good help D. Get a couple strips. Give me that.
No good. Shot
Let's
missing.
go.
Now the Bucks take it the
I'm
other
up,
way.
Giannis.
For Turner, Clark, that passion you were just talking about turned out to be a healthy one. Yoga.
Kevin, how about this? Can you imagine going into a yoga class and seeing a 6'11" NBA player striking poses?
That's
But
not
becoming
the
a
move right
yogi has
there.
worked out for him. It's paid dividends. Since that 2018 offseason, Turner's
He'll just
really
force the
raised
shot.
the
I
level
don't want
of
him
his
to
game.
jump shoot, you know? It's okay if he, like, it's a catch and shoot thing, but I don't want him to be contested and try to jump shoot.
Pass to Turner. Here's Warren.
Oh, we
Over
got it.
Giannis.
Good D.
That one off the back iron and out.
The right
Giannis
thing
usually
there
comes
to
up with a
stay
block.
that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Here's Jay trying to get open as
Couple
Ibaka.
blocks every
Got
game,
it.
actually.
And the
Him
Pacer
and
lead has
Serge.
been cut down now to just 10 points with that basket
Just
from
looks so
Jay.
nice when Giannis does it, though. He just
And
throws
so
it.
it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for the Pacers. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. 1:09 left in the third. Ibaka comes with the double
Bro,
team.
get up.
Clock is at 3. Brogdon inside the line. And that one goes long.
You almost have
Right
to
to the big
assume
man in the paint.
he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Jay, the pass to Giannis. And it's sent back
Oh,
by
he got
Turner.
blocked?
There's the defensive presence they want from Turner. Hustling and
did that
using
twice,
his
didn't he?
mobility to send it back.
That's good,
And
D.
once again
Thank
off
you.
the mark by Indiana. Bucks trail by 10. Jay, the pass to Antetokounmpo.
Okay, don't force it. Even though he's spun,
Jay,
got right to the
he's
little
covered
guy.
by Halliburton. Back to Giannis.
Got it.
And with that one,
Yeah.
the lead is trimmed to single digits.
Messed up my assist, but you got it.
Antetokounmpo's got 7 points here in this quarter.
I'm good with that.
Outside Warren. Pass to Halliburton. Trying to end the drought. Misses the shot. And so it's the Indiana Pacers in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. A
Oh, he
good
blocked
size
from
advantage
behind
in
the
them.
back. I'm not mad at that.
And let's listen to head coach Rick Carlisle review the game plan with his guy.
We gotta make sure my deep.
Pacers checked in for Milwaukee. And the Pacers also making a change. Turner's checked in. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone.
Uh-oh.
The kick out to Walker.
No.
And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in.
My teammates don't
Brogdon's
know
got
what to
4
do when
assists
they
now
get beat.
tonight. Bucks have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. On the court for Indiana, we've got Kemba Walker. Buddy Hield is out there with Smith. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Turner in at the center. And that one drops.
And you
job,
want him
big man.
taking big shots for you in big moments. That
Did
one
look like
was
the
as
Travis
easy
a little bit.
as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind the layup. Come on now. My goodness. Evolving as a leader right before our eyes. It's important that Turner continue to prove he can score in big moments.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. We've seen Kemba Walker really having a great game.
And he is absolutely dialed in from outside. They need to close out on him much quicker when he's lining up those threes.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks.
Come on now.
Giannis, he's checked in for Nance. And Allen subbed in for Drew Holiday. The Pacers also changing it up. Taylor's checked in for Smith. TJ Warren comes in for Hield. And Halliburton subbed in for Kemba Walker.
Oh, he's locked up.
Back to Middleton. 6 to
Got
shoot.
me locked up. Got that double pick, bro. Double
A tray.
pick.
And they'll turn it over.
Got that
Could not get
contested
off the
shot.
shot. 24-second violation.
Hit the rim, but
In
they
a
called
game
shot
this
count
snug,
anyway.
You can ill afford to commit those kinds of
All right.
turnovers.
Time called here. Indiana decides
That's
to
how you
talk it
feel.
over. They're in front by 1. 1:43 left in the fourth.
This is gross. I got 4 points and 6 assists.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. We told him, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, get into the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Jay, the pass to Portis.
Oh,
And
let's go.
Portis throws it down.
Took
Those
advantage
move
of that
into the
pathing.
fourth. It's been an even game.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
Warren kicks to Halliburton. Good on the
Ooh,
three-point
unfazed by
shot.
the closeout.
Halliburton's got 11
Good shot.
in the second half.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
Well, you know, that's exactly
Ah,
the
let's
plan here in the
go.
fourth. Work to find
Good
space
pick.
behind the arc and then bury some
Oh,
threes.
smooth.
And this crowd ecstatic. They are pumped up.
And what a huge
Smooth.
shot.
We
You
got a
talk
minute
about
left.
an
I didn't
excited
realize it's tied.
arena.
You're not getting
Warren
no
against
easy wide
Middleton.
open shots. Good D.
Outside Turner.
Oh,
Beyond the arc. Offensive rebound.
No. Stay here, Giannis.
Yes!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no
What are
fear.
you gonna do?
Cool,
We're
calm,
gonna go Team
collected,
Giannis.
and confident in the biggest moment of the
Oh, I'm
game.
clear.
Yes.
Got it.
So,
A huge shot to tie it up.
Really, really good at recognizing
We
the
just need to
gaps
stop here.
and getting the ball to the rim.
Giannis, I need you.
Warren with the ball. Now
Lock him up.
guarded by Middleton. And a wide open look for Halliburton. Buries the
That just
triple.
blew the game.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see
Jeez.
the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact,
Not really.
You're
I
stacking
got
up
good
threes
threes,
the way
but
he is. I mean, he's doing all this work from
dude
behind.
is
the arc.
short.
Timeout called the Bucks.
Contested easily.
They trail by 3. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Jay, he's covered by Halliburton. Portis, money!
And can you always depend
guys,
on
we
him
need to
or
stop.
what to
We need to
lead you
stop
to
it.
the right place with that pass? Money.
Nice job, Portis. Let's go. Get refuel. We need you out there. We need that big block, Giannis.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order
You gotta hit
to
a
get
three
the
then. Who
basketball
we gonna
back.
do it with?
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
And that's an intentional foul. Gets the first, then put them up by 2.
And you know, the 2016-17 Rookie of the Year continues to impress.
force him to shoot,
Brogdon
though.
is a
That's the problem.
valuable role player who does a lot of
Maybe I
things
can get
well.
open.
Absolutely massive free throws. That'll force them into a three-point attempt.
Here's Giannis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You want me to give it to him?
15 foul.
And no good is the first free throw. Missing
we
for
really
him.
lost
We'll
the
see if he
game.
can nail the second.
The multiple-time MVP, the unique length of Giannis is impactful on both ends of the court. He's an absolute terror for opposing teams.
And now they foul and stop the clock. So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Shooting for Indiana.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Good composure from the line there. Those shots sealed it.
Here's Jay. Milwaukee, no good that time either. So it's Indiana picking up the
Picked up
win.
the ball.
They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And that
To
about
get a
wraps it up. For Clark
difficulty
Kellogg,
bonus
Greg
to get
Anthony, and
some
David
points.
Owen, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by...
All right. Jump into practice right away. Start working them threes. Or I could do playmaking, I guess.
Hey, what you working on?
Hey yo. All right, let's do some out passing.
Let's get to work.
This one
That's what we're
is
gonna do.
probably the easiest one ever to do. Catch the ball, take a step, throw the ball, boom. Catch the ball, take a step, throw the ball, boom. And we got 3 stars, just like that. I can just spam the button. Wish there was a fast forward button. Yeah. Thing. Let's do something else. Contested long range.
Let's get
Mix it
everyone
up a
over here
little.
and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
Oh. Nice. Sometimes you hit the shot, you know, you'd be in the circle and they don't count it as being in the circle. Let's see. I guess his foot wasn't in there. But you're trying to run and get in the circle and make his feet set up right before the dude comes with the hand. That's what's hard to do. It's not like I can point at the circle and push a button and he runs right to it and stops. It doesn't work that way. Either overshoots it or undercuts it, you know. Got our 3. Okay. I like those. He's got some big fat bars for catch and shoot. All right. So the other hard one, free throws, but that takes forever.
Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
Wow, I haven't got a good time on any of them. There you go. There we go.
One more.
So I've been watching Lord of the Rings, right? And I got HBO Max. Watched Lord of the Rings a little bit, and then I was like, you know what? Let's just start with the prequel, The Hobbits, right? So I look it up, and boom, they got The Hobbit, Unexpected Journey. Like, cool. So I watch it. I go to do the next movie in line, and it's not there. It's the third one in the trilogy. Is the next one. I was like, what? What is this? And I look it up, and it's like some random like Paramount app or something like that that has it available. Like, come on, man. If you have, there's two trilogies, right? The Lord of the Rings and then The Hobbit. You have 5 out of the 6. Why don't you just have 6 out of the 6? What's the hang up here? Who set that deal up? Obviously not a Lord of the Rings fan. Paramount was like, yo, I know you guys like the Lord of the Rings, but we want this random Hobbit movie. We want the second out of the trilogy. That's gonna be ours for this month. And guy's sitting at the desk like, I don't think that. And he says, I'll pay $5 extra. Deal. And the deal was made. Just like that. Oh, also the Stranger Things. So I watched the new season that was released like 2 months ago, but I know the next season right after that has just released, and I have not watched that. That show is dope, by the way. If you haven't seen it, I would recommend that you watch it. Gives me a little bit of a nostalgic feeling when I watch, especially the first season. First time I watched it, or when I first watched the show, I was like, I got through a couple episodes and I couldn't stop watching the stupid thing. There were some dry episodes, kind of like in Breaking Bad, if you ever seen that. That started off real interesting, and then there's like a season in the middle, it's just really boring. It's not much going on. Alright, let's get to this next game. See what kind of damage we can do here.
We're here at 2K23 House of Greatness at Summer League, where NBA players and some of the 2K...
Good stuff. At the
Before we...
Brian, thank you.
He is deadly, Allie.
Oh,
Thank you. So let's take a look at the starters for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Like extra tired.
Thibault and Harris, the 3 and the 4. James Harden out there with Tyrese Maxey. And it's Embiid.
Had a little fire before.
What is it that teams need to do
Kids
at this
went to
point to
bed,
keep
went out
players
there and
motivated for the second half of the
s'mores.
season, Brent?
Well, if you've talked about goals at some point during training camp, it's a great time coming back from the All-Star break and as the season ends to remind the team of the things that you guys dedicated yourselves to doing. And this gives you the opportunity and runway to achieve those things.
Here's Jay.
Oh, he's about
And so
to
he
come
draws the
up. Wow,
foul,
and
headed to
stuff.
the line to shoot a pair.
Boom, get that out of here.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Come on, ref.
line for the box. Number 81. Taking.
And the first one at the line is good.
Noish.
He's
There we
perfect from
go.
the line this
Let's
time.
go.
Yeah, they've been pretty careless so far, racking up a
I don't know
number
what's
of
going
fouls in very
I'm not
little
gonna rate him
time.
right there.
Personal foul. 14 foul.
That's unnecessary.
The
I'm gonna make some
76ers have
YouTube
gone 4
videos
of
here
6 in
pretty
the first
soon.
quarter.
Teaching
A little
about
over a minute
trading
and a half
stuff.
into this first quarter.
There are videos
Harden
about
from
trading,
outside knocks down the long J.
but it's like mostly like
Harden's got 8.
informational, like how options
Harden will
work
do this all
and
day if the defense lets him. His efficiency from the
how
arc
spreads
can
work.
be devastating.
not really like
Takes it inside.
how to
Pass
use
to Antetokounmpo.
charts
Up and in
to
on the
put a
layup.
position
And
on,
setting the
or
tempo
how
with an
to
assertive move.
once you have a position on
Where
to
was the
gauge.
defense on that play?
Yeah,
You know, what to do
APB
with it.
sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Harris with it.
For me, I
the
sell a
shot
lot
goes
of
in.
credit spreads,
Tobias
right,
just going
which are
strong that time.
Here's Jay.
taking advantage of
In
the
his last
fact
outing,
that
8 points for
options
him.
lose
A
value
low
over time.
maintenance star. I mean, Harris gives you the greatness without the ego. Really,
It's
a
not
coach's
really
dream.
directional trading,
Antetokounmpo.
which is
And
what's nice about it.
Antetokounmpo
The problem with
the
stocks,
Not getting old
or
here,
excuse me, options
seeing him
trading,
make that
is as
lead
soon as you
pass
buy an
with
option
perfect timing.
and you're
Back
in
to
a
Maxey.
directional trade, is it has to move in that direction.
Pass to Thibault.
The minute that you buy it, it has to start going in your favor.
On the wing, Harden. And because of his versatility,
Oh,
Grant, Harris can play alongside
Now, I'm
anyone
selling
in any
spreads,
lineup.
okay? And what's cool
Well, I
about
agree,
spreads
B. I
is
mean,
you can
big
pick,
wing players who can shoot have never been more
sort
valuable.
of,
Harris can
the
stretch
math
you
works out where you can kind of
go
pick
back
the
to the
kind
basket,
of
and he can
return
run
that
the
you
floor.
want, okay?
And you look at Harden's endurance.
I usually
able to
go
give
for 10,
100%
15, or
night in
20%
and night out.
return.
And he plays as many
So if I
minutes
open
as
up a
you need.
spread that gives me the
Carter, he's
option
checked
to
in for
have
the
a
Bucks.
10% return, that means I have a 90%, almost 90% probability
Seems to be in attack mode.
that my
And he's
trade is going to make
consistent
money.
about it too, BA.
Right?
A lot of guys are
That's what's
aggressive
cool
in
about it.
spurts.
Now, the problem with it
Harden
is,
looking to make a play every
if
moment
you
he's
go
on the
all
floor.
in and you
Court
didn't
Cross
hedge,
checked in for Harden. Back to Maxey.
you have a 10%, I mean, your 10% gain that you could get, if it goes against you, could turn into a 90% loss.
With the block.
So you need to be
Giannis
careful
and
with it.
Portis are in the middle. Then there's Grayson Allen. Then there's Drew Holiday. And it's Jay.
But on the other hand, if you open up just a straight directional trade, right? Like before the market closed today, you're like, boom, let me get in this some long calls, right? You're thinking that the market's going to go up. You dump 500 bucks in that. And the overnight session, the market moves down, you know, 0.3%.
The 76ers have gotten
you get up in the morning when the market opens and you're down 50%, just like that. Your 500 bucks just turning into 250
against Harris
because you're in a directional trade.
Knocked away. And it goes out of bounds.
Even if it the market closed at, let's say the price of 300, and then it opened up at exactly 300 the next day, you would still be down because you're in a directional trade and it didn't move in your direction. Now, you wouldn't be down that much compared to 50% down, but you'd still be down.
Here's Korkmaz. And he gets it to go. 4 for 6 so far.
Oh man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Here's Jay. Thibault with the board.
He creates such a great opportunity
chill
right
out.
at the rim, and he just can't get it to go.
Oh.
Even with the defense, not really a factor.
Not bad. We could have had that.
Down low.
No,
here's
Embiid.
Embiid.
Why don't you just stand there?
Throws it down.
If I roll with the defender, he just stands there.
Once Embiid gets it, the D is toast.
If I stand there and keep my guy, he just stands there.
Here's Jay. And right now, he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game.
Nice.
Shot's good by Antetokounmpo.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Yeah, but I want to get in here and start teaching people about it. Like, I know that the big problem is
second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here.
if you want to trade options, I really don't recommend that you hold them, you know, like overnight. You can have some fantastic wins doing that if you chose the right direction and the market moved your way. You could be up, you know, 200% tomorrow.
To the paint. And they double up on Antetokounmpo. Here's Jay.
2 minutes remaining.
Puts it up.
Got locked.
The Bucks need to get up a shot here.
For
3, Allen.
My fault.
Offensive rebound.
Okay, we got it back.
Jay. And there is a whistle. That goes on Tobias.
Yeah, I mean, and it's fun when you win that kind of a thing, right?
And the 76ers
I've been in trades where I've
here.
made 1,000% in 24 hours.
And the Bucks
That's
with the
super
possession
duper
here.
dope. That's 100 bucks turning into 1,000 bucks overnight.
Inside. 6 to
Everybody loves that, right?
Portis with the dunk.
But you can't just keep taking trades like
cut
that.
into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant.
Every day doesn't offer
Harden
that kind
against
of a
Holiday.
yield on an overnight trade.
Outside Harden. Pass to Embiid.
Ooh, nice. Let's go,
You
bro.
go in there weak like that, and a guy like Giannis with his length is going to
He's
throw
hot.
it
He's
away.
fired up. Let's give that man a ball.
To the middle.
Spin
And here's
on that
Allen.
ball.
The 3 on
Okay,
target
he made
from
it.
range.
Thought he's gonna miss
Now
that bad
just
boy.
a 4-point 76ers lead.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Philadelphia's got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. And Philadelphia calls time here. Coming into this, having knots to win against Boston in their last game.
Yeah, so there's some things that you want to be able
relentless
to look
play
at.
both ends of the
For
court in
me,
that game. They were able to
I'm looking
seize
at
control
a few
and
different
maintain
things
And
as the
going
day
back and
progresses.
watching
I'm
that
looking
game, there was
at
not
moving
one spot
averages,
on the floor that they
moving
did
at
not
the
cover.
RSI, the relative strength index, and I'm watching the VIX. Now you can see the S&P 500 is the most liquid thing in the market. It's the most heavily traded thing, period. That thing, what happens in that
with some changes.
affects your personal stocks
Middleton comes in
to
for
a
Allen,
degree, you know,
and it's
unless you
Connaughton
have like
in for
news going
Holiday.
on about your stock. But typically everything
Massey.
kind of moves in
Back
tangent
to Harden.
together, collectively.
46 seconds left in the second quarter.
But if there's an event, right,
6 on the
that's
shot
about
clock.
to be something that you need to watch out for, like the
Here's
Fed
Niang.
meeting
Shoots
tomorrow,
over Nance. The Sixers with
people will
another
start
miss.
hedging their position. So they're
Antetokounmpo
buying
outside.
put contracts, which are downside bets, and they're doing that to protect the shares that they own.
Get too close.
Right?
Well, one step past half court, he's too close.
So if the
Sixers
market makes a
leading.
big move down,
Pass to
those
Harden.
puts they got will be up 300, 500, 1,000%, and that
Tries
will
again.
cover some of
And
the
he
losses
lays
that
it
their
in.
long shares
Harden's got 13
took,
points.
right?
Second chances.
As soon
are
as there's
great
a big
measure of
event
what a
and
team
you
is
get a
doing
whole
in
bunch
terms
of
their
put
effort on a
contracts
nightly basis, and that was some
accumulated
serious
on the
effort
day, what it
the
happens
inside.
is it causes the VIX to
And the
spike.
basket by Antetokounmpo.
And when the VIX spikes,
So
the
hard to stop down low.
algorithms,
Giannis gets around
the computer
basket.
traders,
It feels like within 8 feet he's going to dunk just about anything.
start,
Harden.
oh crap,
And
that's my
Harden with
fault.
the slam.
Start
I just
selling
love
off,
the
right?
aggressive
So
finish.
I'm thinking he's
it
sending
doesn't
a
work
strong
every
message
time,
with
but
that jam.
generally
And
when the
first
VIX
half
is
comes to an
spiking,
end. We've got a close game going here.
the market is
Sixers
dipping.
ahead.
Now that doesn't
Up
always
by
work that
4.
way.
And join us
There
right
are
back here
times
after the
when
break
both
for
the
start
VIX
of the
and the
second
market,
half.
the S&P 500 index fund, I will say that. When I say the market, I mean the index fund. There are times when both the VIX and the index are down. And there are times when both the VIX and the index are up. Okay? That happens.
And in that first half, we saw
A
a
common
pretty tight
misconception,
battle. We'll
especially
soon
with new
find
people, is they're thinking that the VIX is just the opposite of what the market does. And they think that
Something
because
that's
when the
only
VIX
happened
spikes, the
3
market goes
times in
down.
NBA history.
But it's
Yeah,
not
I'm
exactly
still
what
bitter
happens.
about that. I was robbed.
That same
Jason
phenomenon
knows that. Everyone
can
knows
happen.
that now.
Oh crap!
Jason
With
and I, we are good friends.
you
We
just
joke
get
about
blocked.
this all the time, but it was really an honor to share this award with someone of
So I'm
his
talking about
caliber.
computers
Really
putting
one
on
of
heads
the greats
positions,
to
right,
ever
with a
play
bunch
in
of
the
puts,
NBA.
downside bets,
But I was still robbed.
causing the
Taking
VIX
a
to
look at
spike. It can
Philadelphia.
also happen
DeAndre
when they're
Jordan
putting
is out
on a
there
whole
with
bunch of
George
upside
Niang.
bets,
Then there's Furkan Korkmaz.
right,
Then
when
it's
they're
Maxey,
betting on a heavily
and it's
bullish
Bassey
move.
in at the 5 down
Causes
low.
VIX to spike.
Milwaukee has gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this
Oh,
one.
what?
And it's Jay missing. Philadelphia has gone
That's
just
ugly.
1 of 3 from deep since the break. 1:25 left in the third quarter.
Oh crap!
And slam dunk by Jordan.
Man, there are not
This
many
got tipped.
times where DJ does not just rip that rim down.
The Bucks trail. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And it's rejected.
I should've
They
just-
recover it.
Reversal.
Here's Jay. Pass to Ibaka.
I created space for you,
The
Serge.
rebound by
Oh,
Maxey.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Here's
let him force
Bassey.
this.
Korkmaz on the wing.
Dang it!
Drills it from deep.
Oh my gosh.
And now it's a 9-point 76ers lead.
Well, that's a shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down.
Pass to Ibaka.
Oh,
Another
come
shot.
on, Serge.
And that's 2 points on the layup. Ibaka's
Oh,
got
nice
4
assist.
points now in the quarter.
Their spacing isn't quite as good as it was in the first half. They may need to hit more
he's
threes
tripping
to
at him.
stretch that defense.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. For 3, Maxey. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
To the paint. The kick out to Nance.
Nancy.
No good from outside.
I have no faith in that shot.
James Harden. He's been the guy making things happen for the
Put
Philadelphia
Giannis back in the
76ers.
game, man.
He's been lighting it up to. A moment ago, head coach Doc Rivers in the huddle.
Hey guys, come on, let's close this.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store. Pat Connaughton is out there, Milwaukee right now.
And you know, you can't underestimate
I tried to
Harden's
bump him,
ability
he
to
just
blow by
couldn't catch him.
defenders. It opens things up for him on the offensive side.
He's not known for his D.
Here's Jay, defended by Harden.
Gosh,
Deflected
we're getting beat. Down in
to the
paint.
middle. Here's Harris. And it goes.
Ooh,
As the
he's gonna
official
lose this
calls
game.
the foul, count it, and he'll shoot
That's what
one
I'm
more.
talking about. Let's go.
It seems to be be more and more of a challenge for mid-market teams to keep their roster intact. Brent, players have a lot more say than they used to.
Yeah, and this is an onus on ownership and general managers to create the kind of culture that invites star players to come in and start to win. And if you can get that kind of championship buy-in, you've got a chance, even if you're a small market.
No, not this time, bro.
Now here's Harden. Tight defense on him. The Bucks shooting at a 48% clip from the floor.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the 76ers.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And for the year now, they've chalked up 35 wins.
And that's an important win. You never like to lose 2 in a row to a team, especially if you only see them 3 times.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for James Harden.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him. Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
And it's blocked by Embiid.
A menace on the defensive end. Embiid's reach disrupts your offense.
A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
The right side.
Good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
Allen, he's checked in for Nora. The 76ers also with a sub. Maxey, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
Shot from 12 and misses it off the right side of the rim. Here's Jay. Oh, rejected by Jordan.
If there's one end of the floor that DJ takes seriously, it's the defensive end, and he loves to get up and reject those shots.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, BA. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And that about wraps it up. For Brent Behring, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching this 2K Sports
Cade, what do you think about NBA 2K23 so far?
I like it. I like the animations.
What are the biggest differences?
One of the biggest differences, they have 23 at the end instead of 22. That's what I've noticed.
Welcome to the NBA Rising Stars Challenge, a game that has become such a special part of all-star festivities.
And that's really, I love it.
For me, I am giving some PT.
The world-class ability of these players with the freedom of the playground.
Yep, it's the greatest and certainly the most fun pickup game these players will ever play in.
And it's a completely new group for USA. So, Team World's 5 right now. We've got Hayes, and it's Pokusevski in at the 3 slot.
And guys, since this game started back in '94, this has been a perfect warm-up for the All-Star game. I mean, it has all the fun and excitement of the big game with the added element of introducing some of the great young stars to the league's fans.
Deal with that super harsh D, blocking every single time.
Here's Primo, covered by Anthony. Now Hayes. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. Stolen away. Down low. Here's Maxey.
Nice.
Rebound by Team World. Pokusevski's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
You're gonna force it. Don't do it.
Passes it to Şengün. 6 on the shot clock. The shot by Primo, no good. USA trails by 7.
Stop playing with me.
Here's Jay. Plays it up off the glass.
A lot of points this game.
Jay's got his second basket of the night.
And for this young man, this game is serving as kind of a coming out party, if you will. A lot of fans haven't seen him that often during the regular season.
And that's one of the neat things about the Rising Stars Challenge. It's a way for some talented young players to get their first taste of the national spotlight.
Out to the right wing. Here's Primo. Good on the triple.
Okay, good shot.
Primo's got 6.
3 seconds.
Here's Maxey. And the last second attempt does not go in for him.
All right,
and so it's Team World in the driver's. And we're glad to have you along as we resume the action at the Rising Stars Challenge. Some great careers in store for these young men.
And what a showcase this game has been for the league's best and brightest young stars.
And you know, one of my favorite things is seeing the camaraderie between the players. I mean, both of these teams really enjoy playing together and against each other.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for USA, Wiseman's out there with Mobley. Then it's Neesmith. Then there's Jay, and it's Anthony in at the shooting guard position.
You blocked my pass, dude.
Here's Pakusevsky. He's covered by Wiseman.
And it's just something about the Rising Stars Challenge. It gives each of these young players a chance to really do something special on a national stage, maybe for the first time in their professional careers.
Here's Jay, banked in off the glass. Jay's got his third basket of the night right there.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
We'll get 10 points and then we'll start doing
Here's Primo,
assists.
covered by Anthony. Pass to Hayes.
What? Why you make me go all crazy?
Shot clock at 6. Here's Pakusevsky. He has 7. You brought up the big stage these young guys are on tonight. For so many of the fans, Greg, who are still, just getting familiar with these players, it really is a great welcome to the NBA moment.
It really is a showcase. And for each player, whether they have great moments or not, just being chosen to participate is a huge honor. And it says a lot about where they stand amongst their peers.
Closed out on.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter.
Thought I was going to get a yak. Give me that.
Knocked loose.
Let's go.
It's 2-on-1. On up the court. Yep,
Let's
that
go.
one goes. Anthony's got it back down to within single digits for USA.
And that's a momentum shifter. A steal leading straight to the basket. We're a little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
Nice.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically. If that makes any sense, the officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
Pass to Jay. Just 5 on the clock. Driving inside. Score the basket. His fourth. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
And Team World calls time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players. And so it's Team World controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20.
This cut me out for the whole rest of the quarter, huh? All right. I can take that.
Welcome back to this showcase of the amazing young substitution for Halliburton. So Team World's 5 right now. We've got Kuminga. He's out there with Precious
Got
Achiuwa.
you, bro. You
And
got
it's Giddey in at the 2 guard.
He said, look, man,
And you gotta respect how
I see you seeing me.
has adapted
I
to
want
big
some of
league
that.
play.
I got
He
you,
hit
bro.
the ground running
If you're going to cut,
and
I
has
got
not
you, bro.
looked back. Always growing as a player.
For USA, they've made 8 of their 12 free throws in this game. That free throw good from Wiseman.
Just don't mess up my assists, you know?
And both free
Let him
throws
smack
good
you,
for
but make a
Wiseman.
shot.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Inside, there's the pass to Melodon. Hits the three-point
All right,
bomb.
good shot.
Maladon's got 8 points.
Got suckered
Hey, I'm
in to
stating
help
the
you.
obvious here, but he was very comfortable taking that shot. Not a defender in sight.
Small forward's got the star.
Here's Jay, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. For USA, they made 10 of their 14 tries at the free throw line in the game.
Oh my
No
gosh.
good on that one.
That didn't just happen.
2 shots.
He hits the second from the line.
I think I gotta put some points
Team
on
World leading by 20.
layups.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the
Probably
third.
could have avoided
The offensive
all those
rebound.
blocks last game if I
A
had
free
just
ball.
double tapped it for a double clutch.
That
you know?
one, no good.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing,
But I
but
don't
they
think he
still
can even
find
make it
themselves
right
in the
now.
driver's seat here.
That's the problem. Let's try it.
Drives to the hoop. No good
So
from
he
Jay.
didn't make it.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been
So
off
if I'm
the
locked
charts.
up, I'm
Yeah,
just,
you look
you know,
across the board, it's actually sizing
not
up,
gonna score.
shaping
Oh,
up
gosh.
to be a great game. I mean, strong
Tried to catch
performances
me.
throughout, and
Gotcha.
they've really been strong on the glass.
pull up.
Scored the
Let's
bucket.
go.
He's made 5 so
Let's
far.
go,
Shooting
boy.
a very clean
You
5
know who I
of 7.
miss?
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one.
That face, wheezy
Unfortunately,
face.
he hasn't had much help.
Pass to Giddey. Here's Duarte. Gets the three-pointer to fall. He's got 10.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the
Oh.
pressure on him.
Jay,
Contested that time.
another shot. Mobley misses.
Dang.
Team World leading by 21.
I feel like if you make
And
like
here
a
is
small
Maladon.
forward, it's
8
better
points for him.
because then he can still be athletic
And no good that time.
and quick,
Great D that time from Edwards.
but he can also
And he's
dunk.
been way
He goes
off
in.
the mark this quarter.
You don't have to make him
It's
too
been
tall.
ugly.
Jay, the pass to
I
Wiseman.
got you, bro.
Oh, nice job.
I got you,
by
funny
Wiseman
fro.
to get some contact while in the act.
Looking like
And breaking down some numbers here.
What's
The
his
hustle
name
stats
from,
for Team World.
Well, they
My name
forced
is
a
Earl.
decent number of
Crab
turnovers
man.
in this one, fellas, and they've turned most of those.
Into the lineup for Team World.
Thanks, Crab Man.
Clark, you know, road teams accustomed to hostile crowds, but it can go too far. Players have been very
Just let me
vocal,
yak
saying,
one, man.
respect the game, and then respect us as human beings as well.
I got held by my
Kevin, I
own
couldn't
dude.
say it any better. It's that simple. It's not complicated. The right to say anything you want doesn't come
Gotta get
with
some
the
assists.
purchase of a ticket. I think human dignity, common courtesy, and respect supersedes whatever feelings you might have about a particular team
It ain't like
or
throwing it to
player,
Giannis.
and overrides whatever price you paid for your ticket.
They've got Edwards. Neesmith is out there with Mobley.
Give me
Then
the
it's
ball.
Halliburton,
Stop playing with me.
And it's Jay in at the point guard position. Jay,
got-
the pass to Mobley.
What?
And he banks in the lane.
And there's no question he was going
But
to
I
be
passed it
playing
to the
in
dude in the
this
corner who
game
was wide open for
because
the
as
three,
far as
okay?
a first or
Don't
second
do
year
this.
player goes, he's about as impactful as any in the league.
That's exactly right. I mean, he's quickly become one of his team's most important players. For most guys, that can take years, but it's happened
I'm
really fast for
mismatched
him.
with this dude.
Good save it. And
you
foul
still
on the
see it.
shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second team foul.
And that one misses.
Team World. Over your 7.
This coach gonna take me out.
Good on the second free throw.
Oh, I got a C plus.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth.
Oh,
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Third personal foul.
Theo Maladon picks one up.
Team foul.
Clark, we know injury prevention is a huge aspect for teams, and it seems like training staffs hold a lot more weight than they did in the past.
I think you're exactly right, Kevin. No doubt about it, and for good reason. I mean, the medical staffs include doctors and trainers and physiotherapists and the like, and they really have enhanced what goes into preparing players for their seasons throughout their careers, and it's become more precise, it's better. Yet there are still going to be injuries, but the treatment and care players get now, I think, is platinum level across the league.
Jay, the pass to
Gotcha, bro.
Mobley.
Oh, you got contested. Oh,
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Over to the wing. 6 to shoot. Duarte passes to Giddy. And yes, it's good.
Big
getting wrecked out
miscommunication
here.
on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're
I
on
think
the
if
ropes
I-
right now, on their heels.
Offensive rebound. Mobley.
If I'm playing like I'm trying to be aggressive
No
and
doubt
score
he's
points a
struggling
lot,
right now from the field. Let's see
it causes the
if he can
computer
get it going
when I'm
this
not
quarter.
in the game to not do very well. But if I'm feeding people and letting them get assists, it gets their shot percentages up, and I think it helps when I'm not
Two very easy points right here.
the quarter. Because these last two games we get blown out.
Fourth quarter of play and over
Dude,
3.5
how is
minutes
he
have gone
locking
by.
me up like that when I'm 2 steps ahead?
Duarte passes to Kuminga. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
They are just killing
Answer
them
to that
on
question
the
is
interior.
Bino.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down
More
low.
time?
You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's Giddy.
I'm cold
He's
now.
covered by Halliburton. The shot by Melodon, no good. So far, we've seen them be
Cold
a
and
bit
I had
careless
2
with the
takes.
ball.
I'm wide
Simply
open. I
put,
should
out
have just
of
dunked
control.
the
That's
ball.
how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
Got you. Bro, he's locking you up too? Who is this dude?
Goes up again, Edwards. And they had their chances, 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up
Nailed
empty.
that.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions. That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right
Malden.
play, wrong result.
Okay, finally it
Here's
was
the
not on me.
drive.
Look at that. Knock.
No good
Oh,
from
my God.
Jay.
Never mind, he's cold.
Now here's Melodon. Not a lot of room. Giddy, no good.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Neesmith, the pass to Jay. And now that we've gotten a
Locked up.
taste of it, Greg, what do you think of the play-in tournament?
Yeah,
I love
I
it.
set
I mean,
that
it
up for
definitely
you, bro.
has some
Come on,
pros
man.
and cons, and you want to keep as many teams as possible engaged down the stretch, but it's a long season, and for some teams, it just got a little bit longer.
Just gonna pass it.
Here's Giddy. He's covered by
6
Halliburton.
seconds. Start
Giddy,
running.
the pass to Melodon.
Oh,
Tries it
what
from
am I doing?
19. They get it back.
Oh no, no second chance.
Here's Duarte. Giddy, the pass to Achua.
Oh,
It's
he beat
tipped.
it.
And you know what? Defensively,
Nice.
both teams have
Get that
picked
out
it
of
up
here.
as we've gotten a little deeper into this game.
A little more
Get that
competitive
outta
fire and
here.
intensity being shown out there now.
2 minutes left. 2.
To end the cold streak. No good from Jay.
Oh,
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
And Giddy gets it to go.
Yeah, teammate to teammate on the assist that time.
Well, the communication between them, that's what we see every game during the regular season, and it's on display here in the All-Star week as well.
Here's Edwards.
got me.
The shot,
Oh.
no good. And Team World will come the other way. And Jay gets the whistle
No
that
wonder we're
time.
losing this game.
That's foul number 2 for him.
Foul.
You know what?
Their
You've
guard
got
is
to
just
always
locking
be in
everybody
control
up. It's
of
crazy.
your emotions.
On the court.
Great frustration right there, and I agree with you. Self-control of your emotions, a must-have if you're
go.
going to play winning basketball.
Let's go.
James
I'm here.
Wiseman.
Who's here?
He's checked in for Halliburton.
Who's going?
And a change for Team World.
Edwards is
Hayes
going.
is checked
Let's
in
go.
for Melodon.
That's my boy right
How
there.
about the strength of Edwards, confident at taking on defenders and finishing.
Oh, I should have been using him.
And it's
Dang.
Team World with the ball. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth
Third
quarter.
personal foul.
And for the first time in 2021, Clark, we had the full
At the line
play-in
for
tournament
Team World.
featuring the 7 through 10 seeds.
Taking 2 shots.
What'd you think of the new format?
I really enjoyed it. I mean, again, part of it was we're coming out of a pandemic, and so we're starving for all things sports. And this added another level of excitement to, I think, the best game in the world, NBA basketball. You had Steph against LeBron and AD. So I think it was a pretty awesome result overall.
Edwards looking it over. Rebound by Team World.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything
Not quite
to do with
Giannis,
why he missed that
but,
shot. Well done.
As long as you're not getting scared when you go in.
Knocks down the three-ball.
It's
He at
been
least
this
dunked it when
way
he had a
since
way.
halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Let's go.
No good
Oh
from
my
Jay.
God, dude.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what. He's been awful ever since the second half started. Not even been a factor.
Kuminga kicks to Hayes. Duarte passes to Hayes. Now Kuminga. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Neesmith.
What?
So no problem for Team World as they get the win.
Jeez.
I can't say enough about how well all these young men competed here tonight. A great show for the fans. And
all right, I think I'm going to call it here. Getting tired. Appreciate you hanging with me. It's your boy Marko Mico. I'll be back again.
We're pleased to have brought you all the action. So now